You like my hat? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Side Dish. What's happening? It's just Denise and I tonight. Amy abandoned us to go to Las Vegas.
I think that's rude.
And work on stuff. I don't know. That's her right to do so, I suppose, right? We're just kind of hanging out. It's been a weird weekend. Saturday feels like it's Monday. I don't know. Anyways, how is everyone? We're well. We're just kind of doing our thing. Now, what are we doing? With nothing that we have never done before, but we're giving a little holiday twist on it. So we're doing a peppermint ice cream sandwich with chocolate peppermint cookie that is very similar to sort of the wafer cookies that we've made before, the chocolate wafer cookies we've made before, but these are really, really good. We've sampled some. So let's get into it real quick. I will post this if you're in our Discord, which you should be. If you're not, you can go to the invite link that's in the description and join the Discord. The recipe, I'll put the recipe up for that. The cocktail recipe that we're making, which is called the Peppermint Pole, is already up there so that people can run. Hi, Ping. And so the thing that we're going to do is I'm going to make more ice cream so that if you have never seen it before, then you can see it. So I got 3 cups of half and half is what we need to start with. Close enough. And then a cup of cream. The thing about this time of the year is it's kind of a weird thing, especially if you're in education, because the end of the semester is about. We taught that class, so we've had we did our last. Amy was gone, but I taught the last class, and then we have finals next week, which we don't have a final, but they have a final paper, so we'll have to grade that, get all the grades in, make sure everything looks good before whenever the due date for grades is. And then you've also got the holidays, and most importantly, you've got my birthday, which I don't know if you know this, but we'll be celebrating live on air because it's next Saturday. So I know. What an amazing thing you all get to participate in.
What are you going to make for your birthday?
I don't know. I think that I'm going to poll in the Discord, but also out there in the world to see what do you think is a dish that you'd like to see me make, but also maybe I'll just do what I want.
I think you should.
I'm just going to put this back here because we've made ice cream before, but I'm going to put this on a medium heat, and I'm gonna test it. I got a wooden spoon. I'm just going to keep it stirred every once in a while. We want this to just get to a boil. The thing about the cookie recipe, which is the main crux of what we're doing for the show tonight, is that it is fairly simple. Even the dough is good, and we're going to undercook those cookies because we want the center to be slightly soft, and then that softness is going to allow when they freeze, that they will be able to still have a little softness, and they're not biting making your teeth. But peppermint and chocolate, right? It's a classic holiday, combo. Peppermint bark. That's
Peppermint mocha.
Yeah, I mean, look, all of the things that you would want to do. I like to think we're building Santa's favorite ice cream sandwich. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Santa hates ice cream.
He prefers gum, I hear.
Gum?
Mm-hmm.
The difference between this from our regular base is that we are adding in a half of a teaspoon of peppermint extract once it gets to the point where we're going to do that. But instead of 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You want a little bit less peppermint extract because peppermint can overpower, and it can go from candy to toothpaste very quickly. So, but the other thing we need to do is, Yes. I'm looking again. I'm very excited. I gotta get some egg yolks here though, so that's what we're gonna do because we need 8 of them. So, oops, this one is disintegrating in my hand.
That's like a half yolk.
It's fine. I'm not sure why I did that, but let's see. That's been going on. We had for Nevada Sports, we did a little end of the semester holiday get together, which was fun. My local grocery outlet, the Bargain Market near our house, had Kraft macaroni and cheese blue boxes for 49 cents a box. So because I'm a psycho, I bought 35 of them, which came in a flat, and then I took that as a white elephant gift and gave it to the students, and then they got to fight over who got to take home 35 boxes of mac and cheese. Now I think if I was a college student, I'd be like, I don't have to eat for 35 days. I can just eat mac and cheese. I think it's somebody got themselves a jackpot. So, do you guys use any kind of unitaskers to separate eggs from their yolks?
Same ones you're using is what I use.
And that's what I recommend everyone use, is their fingers. And then the Peppermint Pole is a very simple cocktail. It's creme de cacao, and peppermint schnapps. We're going to toss all those bitches into a shaker. We're going to shake it up till it's cold and drink it. So it's going to be like, it's going to be like a peppermint, almost kind of like a peppermint patty in your mouth. Which, fun fact about me, which I posted in the Discord, I do not care for peppermint patties.
What?
No. I'll eat shit out of a Thin Mint, but I don't like peppermint patties. I know.
What are the little ones? Like the tiny peppermint patty.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't see that. I think it's the peppermint creamy. Oh, God.
I was gonna say, is it the texture?
It's gotta be like the peppermint creaminess of it. I dropped an egg yolk on accident. That's what happens when I get upset about peppermint patties.
But you love peppermint ice cream.
Yeah, it's not the peppermint I'm opposed to. I think it's the viscosity of the cream that is inside of the. Listen, I'm not saying it makes sense.
I feel like that commercial when I eat the peppermint patty, the Alps come into the room.
Yeah, I never have liked them. So Amy's mom used to eat the shit out of peppermint patties. I used to buy her bags, and then for Halloween, they just have the miniature peppermint patties that you can buy.
Those ones.
And I would buy them. I buy 2 extra bags just for her so she could hide them. I got a dog on the floor back here.
Be a blue dog.
Yeah, he's not far off from my side.
I got a jack dog back here.
So we're gonna weigh this now that we have everything in there. We need 9 ounces of sugar.
Brick oven pizza sounds good.
Yeah. I need to fire up. I think next Friday maybe we'll do something for my birthday with people. But maybe a small crowd and just do birthday pizzas and stuff. I think that's a good idea.
There you go.
Just the people I like the most. So you better start sucking up to me, locals.
All 4 of us.
That's right. I was like, don't make any plans for next Friday to Chris, my friend Chris and his wife Lindsay and my goddaughter. So I said, that way you can be available to celebrate me.
Then they can bring me my Fred Flintstone machine.
Yeah. It's such a weird. He was so proud of himself for his find. So he went to a Godfather Pizza, found this old egg dispenser vending machine thing, it has a toy in it. And anyways, when he found it, Hello, you made it. Welcome to the party. So he called me because he got this thing and he saw it and he's like, I don't know why I bought it, but it just spoke to me and it reminded me of my childhood. So I offered the guy $100, but he had to like go get the manager, made like the worker go get the manager, and the manager came out and they negotiated $100. And so he's got this machine, and then we started looking at the pieces of the machine, like the little, it has like a Fred Flintstone in the middle that like spins when it is distributed in the eggs. And anyways, he has it at his house now, and he's gonna try. I think we're gonna try and fix it up and make it work. But when we looked at the little online, when Denise was looking on eBay, like there was like a Fred Flintstone. The actual Fred Flintstone alone was like worth more than what he paid for it. So even if he parted it, but you did miss everything. Could you please pan up to show DP?
Oh, yes,
so
yes.
that she has everything.
There you go. We'll start with the Crazy Daisy and then the Harvest Wheat.
Yeah, don't worry, Davey. We got
Americana. We've got the Amish Butter, Friendship. Oh, and then we got to get these guys over here.
Look, we got you. Listen. We do
still more. There you go.
We do nothing but make sure people got what they need. Okay, so I've just got the cream and half and half going over here. Again, I just want this to get just barely simmering. So it's got some time to get there. It's at 116 degrees, but it's at medium-high heat. So this is that. That's 9 ounces of sugar, 8 egg yolks, and a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know. What is going on here? I've got some notes here for myself. I already made cookies and I've already made the ice cream, but I want to make everything so you can see it, and then I want to be able to try it because you can't put like soft served consistency ice cream on a warm cookie. Just seems like a bad deal. So what I've got going on is I've got the cookies in the freezer and I've got the ice cream in the freezer, and then I'm going to pull them out both at the same time. The ice cream will then soften for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll go from there. So. What? General Tso's chicken with hoisin sauce as a pizza sauce. What? Why you say something like that and not have some for the class?
So mean.
That sounds really good. So I have my industrial size bag of crushed peppermints that I bought, and we keep in the freezer to keep them fresh. But it does say it was best by March 1st, 2025, but that's if you don't put them in the freezer. They'll last forever in there. So, I don't know if you know this about me, but I like a deal. So, that's doing his thing. Okay, let's mix some of the cookie stuff so that we can get that going, so that everything kind of comes together. So, we got 2 bowls. One is a dry bowl. You know, it's funny. This was supposed to be for the wet for the cookies, and this was supposed to be the wet for the ice cream. We're just going to go ahead and swap those 2 together.
Well,
Whoops! It's like you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. No, you got your peanut butter and my chocolate. Clean this up a little bit, just to. It's not really going to matter in the end.
It had ice cream in it before, didn't it?
It had the ice cream base, yes, before it was cooked, but yes. So, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that was in here was the same thing that's in there currently, which is eggs. So, that's funny. I'm so funny sometimes.
You're crazy.
Have we talked about this? What's everybody's favorite, like, Christmas cookie? Like, is there just like, classic, like, sugar cookie with, like, or I was looking up different kinds of cookies, but I think these chocolate peppermint ones might be maybe my new favorite. Maybe with,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think with, you could probably put some sort of icing on them, maybe like a little thin layer of like a chocolate ganache, or I don't know.
Oh, that would be good with like a rich chocolate ganache and maybe just a buttercream.
That also would be butter spritz cookies with frosting. I'm a non-denominational cookie lover. Yeah, me too. I mean, I just like cookies. So I'm taking, I got a cup and 3/4 of flour, so I'm putting that or dry together for the cookies. That's the 3/4 of a cup. Here's the 1 cup.
I always tended more towards the Christmas candies like fudge and divinity.
Yeah, we used to not make like specific Christmas cookies that I can think of. So
My dad had a business and we would every Christmas make like 7 different kinds of cookies, a million of them, and then we'd go around and give them to all his customers.
yeah, well, there's a certain charm to that. So what do we got here? Okay, dry ingredients are going to be, like I said, 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Nope, baking powder. Nope, baking soda. I put baking powder in there and it didn't make a huge difference. Should we try it just to see the difference?
I say don't mess with it.
I don't either, but yeah, I'm not going to. I think baking powder was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
those
there's
are,
nothing. The baking powder is what is going to be activated by heat. Baking soda is going to be activated by acid that provides a lift. Somebody fact check me on that. But I believe that's the baking soda is activated by heat. Anyways, that's what I did, so we're doing it again so we get the same result. Because the cookies that came out were very good. I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon of salt here. Not too much. Again, you could add more if you really wanted to, but you don't really need to, I don't think. And then I need a 1/2 cup of baking. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. So I need a 1/2 cup of this Mama Jamba. Well, you made the dark chocolate chip cookies the other day, didn't you? I think we were discussing it in the Discord. Yeah, I'm mixing with an acid.
what would we do without the Google these days?
Well, you just have to take somebody's word that they know what's up. So I got hydrocephalic whisk out so that he could help us with this job. Hydrocephalic whisk. That's me. I got liquid on my brain. Not offense to the hydrocephalic people in the world. I have a bunch of, I bought a bunch of flour to offset the amount of baking I did for Thanksgiving, so I just refilled. And then Amy got me these, I don't know if I showed these, but.
Yeah, I think you did last time.
These guys?
Oh, no, not those guys.
Yeah, so, Amy got me these like little flour bins that are on wheels that go underneath, and they're, I don't know, they're soft-sided so you can put as much as you need in there, but has a little, and it comes with its own scoop. It's a fun little.
Oh, look at that.
Instead of just having bags of flour that are kind of cumbersome and weird, you have this thing. So I got one for all-purpose and one for bread flour. I'm pretty low on the bread flour. Anyways, I've been working on my 3D printer area, trying to get that organized because I now have 4 of them and I need to figure out to keep it clear. So this is our drive. We're going to put that to the side. Oh, we should look at this. Yep, we're right where we want to be. There's a little bit of a boil. I'm going to let that cool for a few, and then we'll move on to tempering. Let's move on to our wet ingredients for this really quick so that they can sit, because there's a kind of a step to this that we want to make sure we have. So I need a cup of brown sugar. So that's one of the main differences with these cookies too, is you're going to get the molasses flavor, and that's going to help with the brown sugar is also going to help with the softness. So that's a cup. But then you are going to have granulated, which is a half cup. So you want to make sure that with brown sugar, we need to be able to allow, good. We need to allow that sugar to melt. So we do that with our friend melted butter, which is not quite melted anymore. But we're going to just do it on softened. And then we'll mix it up with our other friend. Because I melted it already and I had it sitting in here. And then it just kind of, it got to a hardened point. But we do need it to be more melted. That's not going to do it. Okay. Don't do that. Scare me. We just gotta use the microwave. That's what this show is all about today. Microwave. Okay, that's good enough. We got hot, and then we were gonna take our real good friend. Hello, everybody. We just used the hotness from that to get everything blended. Oh, here comes the vacuum. Let me pause the vacuum. All right. Then you're going to just take your big size whisk. I'm using the French whisk for this. And we're going to mix this together until for about, 30 to 40, maybe even upwards of a minute.
Yeah, cream that sugar.
Get everything nice and melty. Okay? I'm also incorporating, aka emulsifying that sugar into this mixture of sugars, and it's going to start to lighten as we do that. So now I want this to sit for about 2 minutes though, because by letting it sit for 2 minutes, which will set an alarm here, it will allow the sugars to sort of take on more of the moisture, and it's going to melt. So you're going to get it's going to take on a more, the shine looks good now, but it's going to get even better. All right, so now we're going to temper our cream and mixture, and you're just going to take this at a scoop at a time, throw it in there, and you're going to give it a whisk. All the whisks are getting used today, so normal size whisk. Why do we temper? Because we do not want to make scrambled sugar eggs here.
Ooh.
We want to make sure that we heat it up gently. And we're also, we're making a custard base. So that custard base is going to allow for again, the eggs and the sugar and the cream mixture to emulsify together into a more cohesive thing. But mostly I did not want to cook the eggs. And when you get about, I don't know, half of this in there, which we've already got, we're going to mix. Now, letting it cool was a thing that helps us out here. And we are going to, take and throw this all back in there. And you're thinking to yourself, well, isn't that gonna, no, the temperature is already brought up enough that we don't have to worry about it. So that's the tempering.
Science, people.
Perfect. Mix this guy up. And we're going to give this a stir here as well. Now, back on the heat, on medium-high again. That needs to, this time we need to be more watching that because it needs to get to between 172 to 180 degrees. More like right there. But, so now we have this. So now we need to add peppermint extract and our vanilla extract. So we're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of peppermint extract in here. We want, it's just enough that it's not going to overpower the chocolate, but it's going to add a nice, what do you think? Like a complementary flavor that peppermint and does. If you want it stronger, put it in there. But I think you should just hold off where it is. And then we're going to take 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract to help balance it out. And again, the vanilla extract is going to help soften the peppermint enough so that it doesn't taste like toothpaste. Now we've introduced extra liquid, so we want to make sure we get that nice and stirred together. And you can see already, oh man, that is fragrant. But this is going to lighten and color again. And the texture of it has changed where it was kind of like clumpiness to it to a more liquidy base, which is just how it's the niceness about it. I'm going to add 1 egg and then I need to get another egg out of the fridge to get a yolk. So I am not yolking. Oh, the butter tried to get Denise. What? Yeah, they're behind the dip. Sorry. Waiting. Slowly with the eggs. Thanks. Okay. Again, this is going to help act as another sort of help it with the texture. You know, eggs, flour, and butter, you can make almost anything happen with. So you can see that color lighten quite a bit. And it now has a texture that is, the eggs help, the proteins in the egg help bind everything together as well really nicely. So now we have some fun. So let's check the temperature on our base. We are at 140-ish. The thing about this at this stage, you want to make sure that you stir this every time you come and check the temperature for a good click. You do not want anything to sit on the bottom for very long. It will, you'll have basically scrambled eggs at the bottom. That's why you can't let this get too hot either, because if it gets past the 172 to 180-ish, you'll also start getting scrambled. The other aspect of it is you're going to take any hot zones or cool zones that are not properly mixed together, and you're going to make that liquid evenly temped. So yeah, that's at 145. We're going to take all of this delicious lookingness, and we're going to throw it in here. And we're going to start to mix this together. It is going to take a little bit of time before the magic happens. So just sort of start to turn it and fold it, cut into it, turn it and fold it. There's plenty of liquid, and the texture is going to look, when it's done, look more dry than you think it is, and it's not going to be. Denise was a good taste tester.
It's a good cookie dough, and it is a good cookie.
Yeah. I was really, when I was mixing this earlier, I was really nervous because at this stage I was like, ugh, it's too much, dry ingredients. But you can see what's happening. It's starting to, as I press it in, and that flour and the cocoa start to get to a hydrated state, you start to see what we're talking about in terms of the magic. So you continue to make sure that you're pulling from the bottom and scraping any dry parts out of there. Get everything incorporated nicely. Really, really nicely. Okay. Now, you do not want to add too much of this. The size that I could recommend even going with like 1/4 inch pieces in your cookie, but I think you just need to take, depending on your hand, but I'm going with a handful, and I'm just going around sort of the outside, and that's it. That's all we're doing. So I would call that 1/4 cup, maybe 1/3 cup, more likely. And we are going to then just, again, I want to cut this in so that it's evenly distributed and not this.
Hey, there's Amy Venom Bookie.
Look who it is if it isn't my lovely wife. Hello, my love. So we are chopping these in there, and as they kind of distribute, Now you can see what I'm saying about this dough. See how tight it is? It's okay. Believe me, that's actually going to help us. So,
Amy, did you hit Megabucks yet?
She hasn't gambled a dollar on that yet.
Not.
So, okay, let's check on our.
I'm the boss.
Get everything stirred, and again, $165-ish. So we're gonna have to take good care of what we're doing. This is done. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes. Chaos is always running the show. If you leave Denise and I alone, it's extra chaotic too, because
I'm just here for the cookies.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There's no adult one.
We hit a jackpot here with the cookies, though, I will say. So I don't want to start that because I want to get this so we don't get to a point where we're going to be really sad. Still about 165, but still, it's okay. Yeah, see, it's already at 170. And you're going to, again, the stuff that's on the bottom, going to be warmer than the stuff sitting on the surface. So try and get it in the middle. Don't touch the bottom now. One. Very close. 1 degree to go. Sorry to have my sort of back to you. Bingo. Did I move? Where did my hot pads go? Oh, there they are. So what needs to happen now is that this has to cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some ice and we're going to put it in this water. And I'm going to grab everything else we need because we don't need to be getting crazy here. Here you go, Blue. That's nice. You gotta pay the toll, which is giving Blue a piece of ice.
Blue is getting so much ice today.
Now we do not need to bring this all the way down to 40 degrees because we're fancy and we have an ice cream maker that has a freezer or a freeze thing built into it. But if you do not have one of those, you are going to want to get that to as close to, cold as you can get it is about 40 to 45 degrees. That's what you're looking for. And then you're gonna get your ice cream maker set up exactly like you would. You've got an old school one, you can hand crank it or whatever. So, I'm gonna set this over there so both of those can come up to temperature a little bit.
Gonna make your cocktail.
Yep, we're gonna do, well actually, yes. No, we're gonna do that afterwards. I'm gonna do one thing first. So, get yourself a parchment lined piece of paper, or nope, parchment paper lined
Cookie sheet.
cookie sheet. You are we want 2 tablespoons. And we are, I looked it up, and a number 30 scoop, and the standard scoop scale is 2 tablespoons. Oh, we have not. I like that your dedication to the show, that you're in a meeting but still here. So, this recipe calls for the cookies to be squashed a little bit. And again, I have found that this flat bottom thing is a perfect thing for it. So we're going to just kind of come into the middle of it, push it down evenly, and we're looking for it to come kind of on all sides out like that. And you're thinking, but now it's stuck to the bottom. That's why you get an offset spatula and you use gravity and the tools you have in front of you, and you make a delicious round looking cookie. And then if we do this, every single one will be basically the same size. Unless Denise is here and she takes some of the dough first, and then the last one you think is going to be the same size is smaller.
I think some other little monster took some dough as well, because I only took a little bit. And
I know what you're talking about. I'm not a monster, and it's my cookie. I can do what I want with it.
See, I was just thinking how cute
Also,
that little one was.
you have to test what you're cooking to see if it's good before you move on.
Amy's got to go.
Okay, love you. Good luck out there. Try not to kill anyone. Okay, so now this is, I wanted to just show you this and then I'll do the rest, because what you're gonna get is you're gonna throw them in the oven for about 9 to 11 minutes. In my oven, it was 11 minutes. What you're looking for is the the edges start to crisp, but the center is still a little soft. So once the ice cream mixture gets down to the temperature you want it, you're going to throw it in your ice cream maker and make the ice cream as you would. The only difference is that right when this gets right before you're going to do that, you're going to throw in peppermint. Like I said, a half teaspoon? Is that what I said? Yes, a half teaspoon of peppermint extract and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that's you want that because you don't want to be completely cold because you want to activate the extract oils to sort of bloom a little bit. Okay? The cookies are going to come out, let them cool, and then let's make a cocktail, but here's what they're going to come out and look like. Now, Denise has been watching a lot of Bake Off, and she said if I needed to make something that looked like something else for a Bake Off challenge, I could use these because they look like little hamburgers. And she's not wrong. So a thing that I wanted to show is these are on the edges, they're stiff. In the middle, I can still push in with my finger, and they're soft. So that's going to be the texture we're looking for on your tooth when you bite into an ice cream sandwich is that. So let's just make a cocktail and call it good. Easy today. Easy. We've got peppermint schnapps. That is that like everybody's like kind of first that they sneak out because it's peppermint and you can take shots of it and stuff?
I think it was in like a duck decanter or something.
A duck decanter, that's funny.
Everyone's dad had decanters.
Yeah. I only need an ounce of this. We're going to do an equal part of creme de cacao, so another ounce. And I need to go get some creme de cacao.
Look at that. You timed that just right.
I mean, some days I know what I'm doing. Just some. And then we're going to take cream because, I mean, why shouldn't we gild the lily here? And we're going to take 1.5 ounces. The other reason is I wanted to make a cocktail that has a cream base is because you can take one of these cookies and you can take some crumbles and you can put it in.
You want the tiny cookie?
Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah.
That's pretty soft.
That's okay. Yeah, he looks
good.
I mean, if we're gonna do this, let's just go the whole way. Because
oh, you're gonna rim it? I mean, put peppermint on the rim.
Yeah, there we go. So you're going to take your croup, which we're going to use here, and I'm just going to take my finger and give it a little wettening.
Look at you, fancy pants.
Yeah, well, not even, but who cares? It looks good enough. And the thing about this cocktail that I love, that when I was coming up with it, it looks like milk. So you could take a cookie crumble here, cookie crumble there. And what you could really do though is in this little spot right here, you can,
Oh,
it will, when I give it a little, yeah.
oh, look at you, Chef Boyardee.
And now we have the peppermint pole. Like a candy cane or a barber pole mixed together. Let's have a drink. I mean, that doesn't suck. That's delicious.
It's a good digestive.
It's dangerous because stuff does have a pretty decent alcohol content, I believe. 60, I mean, it's 30% alcohol, 60 proof. So, you know, drink a few of these, you could be on your ass. That is really good. Like, really good. Cheers to you as well.
Out of your chair drink.
But I love it because again, I'm milking cookies. And, you know, again, that's why it's Santa's favorite cocktail. So. Yep. Of the cocktails I've made recently, this is my favorite by a good yard. Here, Denise, you gotta try it. It's really good. Like, it's not overly boozy. It's really fresh.
It is good.
Yeah.
Not too minty, not too.
That's just it. It's not too. That was the other thing I was gonna say. It's not like in your face.
It's like a peppermint milkshake.
Very good.
Candy cane peppermint milkshake.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just giving this a stir again to kind of help that cool down. We can give it a quick temp while we move on to the assembly here. I'm trying to give the ice cream a little bit of time to come to. So just being in the ice bath, it's already down to 109 degrees. I'm looking for that to be around 80, as low as it can go, but 80, 75, 70 to 75 is pretty good. It's a good thing we also have the offset spatula because it's going to help us put the ice cream on the thing and go have it good. So, yeah. It didn't get as hard as I think it should, but that's okay. And what actually, you know what we're going to do? Take this guy. He's going to help us out
Oh
here.
yeah, that's pretty soft.
Yeah. You need about 3 to 4 hours for it to do. And I'm doing about 2. I don't know. It's okay. It's actually okay because we'll try it. But then what we'll do is you'll put these in the refrigerator. And they will harden, or the freezer, sorry, and they will harden up to the hardness that you want. So you're going to get a nice, again, this is kind of, again, like a milk and cookie type of a thing, which is, you know, what they are in general. You don't need too much, okay?
Perfect.
What I'm probably going to end up doing is we'll put this one in the freezer on a plate and let it harden up a little bit, and then we'll taste it when it comes back out. So, if you really wanted to go crazy at this point too, because it is so soft, you could add, a rim. Again, like take it and go across the rim of it. So you can just set that. Oops, yeah, that's really soft. So I'm gonna make one more. And Denise and I just may split that one as it comes out, but that should be fine, even if it does. Now we're no strangers here to making ice cream sandwiches. We've made them on the show before, and I've made them a lot for different things. And I think this part, the assembly part for me, is always the hardest because you need ice cream that is sort of at the perfect temperature. Because if it's too hard, then you can't get the smush you're looking for, which is about like that, right? So you can't get
brownie ice cream sandwiches are a little easier because you can just make a thin brownie, put ice cream on top, make another thin brownie. Just then build them in a sheet.
Yep, that would help. But again, that's about what we're looking for. So I'm going to get another one and we'll just throw it in there wherever we can. We're going to let that sit and we'll move on to a couple other things before we. You can just sit right there. Whoa, nope.
Just put them on top of the other one.
Come on now, banana. And this ice cream I'm going to put back away because tomorrow we'll finish the rest of these. But we need this guy. It's so good. Oops, you have a little ice cream treat there? I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I might make, I might make the best peppermint ice cream. It's so good and so just like, pepperminty, but not like hit you in the face. It's really, really, really good. Let's check our temperature on this guy. Has everybody got, like, what kind of plans does everybody have for the holidays coming up? Are you hosting? Are you going? Or are you hiding? All of the things? Oh, yeah. A little bit of cookie in there. Very good. We can finish this, and then we'll bake them. That's really good. The thing I would recommend too is, I mean, if you don't have a set of these, you should get a set of these. They're really, if you're a baker who bakes a lot, I find that the scoops, yes, you can do it with other things, but the scoops give a more uniform sort of finger to everything, shape. And so you want to make sure that you have a tool that is going to help with that. And not only can you use it for this, but you can use it for any kind of thing, it's ice cream scoop too. But you can also use it for, I don't know, if you're going to make fried mac and cheese bites. Have we ever done that? That sounds like a great idea. I mean, it's like an arancini almost, but like, I think
you did arancini.
Yeah, we've done arancini, but I think, oh my God, we could do this next week. This would be a good idea. Make mac and cheese, fry up some sausage, or get like a sausage that's cooked, chunk it off, put it in the middle, dredge it, deep fry it, mac and cheese sausage bite. Let's call it. Plus, it'd be my birthday, and there's a great possibility you can see me burn myself with hot oil. So,
we do like that.
Yeah, it's a treat for everybody. Breakfast pizza. Ooh, that sounds great. I like non-traditional. Well, I mean, it's traditional for you, obviously, but you're not doing a big American style Christmas where it's you do another turkey or ham. Some people do prime rib. Some people, if you're us, we don't do any of that. We do appetizers all day. So probably the episode on the 20th, we'll probably do some of the things that we do, or we'll talk about like other things, maybe a recipe we're going to make that we haven't made before. I don't know, but it's going to be Christmas appetizer. And it's not even Christmas appetizer. It's like we usually do like something Reuben dip, which I think we've done on here. We're doing like, we'll probably do sinful stuff if Amy feels like it. We'll probably do
teeny weenies.
Yeah. I will tell you what was a huge hit at Thanksgiving. So I had some of our friends brought Ted and Kim, and I've had in my freezer too from my friend Matt. They brought smoked salmon, and it was really good. And I made this smoked salmon dip that was really killer, and it was really, really like balanced overall flavor. And it was not like, sometimes they can be really fish forward, but because it's smoked, I don't think you're going to get that. So this is again, I think this is the perfect size because you can see the finished results, obviously. I don't know where I put them. Oh, here they are. They get slightly bigger. They do spread out, so, but not too much. So keep that in mind. Nala, what is on the breakfast pizza? Is it vary, or is it the same traditional thing? Honestly, I'll agree with you there. There's not a dip that I don't really like. I mean, I don't think so.
I was thinking about that dill pickle hummus the other day.
No, I forgot we made that.
I like that.
It was good. It was not, it was odd, but it was also like odd in the way you want it to be odd. Yeah, I forgot we did that. I've discovered that I don't like packaged hummus. But if I make it myself, I'll eat shit out of it.
I agree.
We're going to do, I'm going to go this week or maybe next week, and I'm going to get a prime rib so I can get that ready to go. And we're going to do prime rib again for New Year's Eve. Smoke it, and then make all the sides. It is so good, so... Why mess with it now, So you should be getting, with this dough amount, you're going to get, what do we say, roughly 24 cookies?
Yeah, you got 24, 23 and a
little guy. And a little guy like that.
Quarter.
But that's because Denise and I both ate some, and we're not eating out of that. So we should get closer to 25.
But it made a nice string garnish, so...
Yeah, listen.
You wouldn't want to put a big cookie on there.
No. And because we're giving it a head start on flattening, we don't have to worry about it. They're not going to touch and, turn into a goopy mess. And again, my oven is set to 325. You want to start that so it sits and gets everything really happy in the oven at 325. So we're not giving it a huge high heat like at a 375 or even a 350. That's going to help a more even cooking and allow for that texturization you're going to get of the middle being a little bit less done than the sides. So I had to do a little surgery on that guy. We'll mend him together. Good. These can go right in. Your oven's already up. You want this to go? Like I said, my oven, I'm going 11 minutes. I got perfectly where we wanted to be. Make sure you have a cooling rack out so that you can put them on, let them sit on the sheet pan for a few minutes, and then you can take them and put them right on the rack. And then they can cool pretty much down. Man, why have I never thought about making a breakfast pizza, Denise?
No, I mean, breakfast tacos, good. Breakfast burrito, good. Why wouldn't a breakfast pizza be good?
Do you have like a sauce on it, like that is the gravy, or do you have something else, like a red sauce or that you use? I mean, I'm just interested because that's an interesting
Is
thing.
it like biscuits and gravy?
Yeah. Check what you doing back there, bud.
You don't want to know.
Probably not. All right, I'm gonna give this one more stir. I think we're probably to a temperature that we can get it in our machine. Christmas is about, so if you don't have an instant read thermometer, ask Santa for one so that he can bring you one. We're at 79-ish. I think that's close enough for the girls I know. Because again, this thing is self-cooling. It's going to bring the temperature down to a place where I feel comfortable. I don't have to worry about what's going on. Also, this is still warm enough now that you're going to add. Now, I do this with my heart. I kind of understand that I'm looking between a 1/4 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon. But that's about, I don't know, 2 generous squeezes and a 1/2 squeeze. Same thing with this. That's it. Give it a mix to incorporate everything. Vanilla is, I would tell you the secret of ice cream is that vanilla is pretty much in all of it. It's a nice, medium balanced flavor that is a good vessel for things. We bring this guy over to here, if you can see. There we go.
Fancy.
Very fancy. He goes, and we're just going to pour. This will make 2.5 quarts, I think. And that will, and again, use your spatula. There's lots in here that you want to get going. And you're thinking to yourself, but Doug, you didn't put any peppermint candies in there. And it's also a sickly white color. You would be right on both accounts. That's going to go for about an hour. When it starts to thicken up, you are going to then add your candies and add red food coloring. Fine natural stuff. This I just had, but this is, fine red food coloring that is, red 40 and red 3 is in this, which I think is still fine, but fine natural food coloring if you can. It's better for you. Done 1 year with sausage gravy as the sauce, and I like it, but usually do without, and I think the family prefers without sauce. Okay. I think that's a good, we're going to have to try that. Because we have a wood-fired pizza oven here, and it tastes, when I fire it up, I fire it up for all day, so I can start it earlier in the morning, get pizza going, pizza for breakfast, and then kind of keep the heat going all day.
Pizza for lunch, and then
Yeah. And then when the temperature is more stable, man, that is so good. Throw in a lasagna or something and let it go. I just do a little dunkaroo there.
what are you, British?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That's all I got for you. We're going to try the ice cream sandwich here in a sec, but I appreciate you being here. You should like this video right now. Go do it. Press the button. If you look in the description, you'll see the link to our Discord. Not a lot going on there all the time, but we're building the community up. You can get in there, and once we get some more stuff going, we'll do some. The recipe for this stuff will go into there, and then that way you can. That's where I'm gonna try and start posting the recipes after the episodes will be in the Discord, so that you can have access to them. Yeah. let's just test. I mean,
Just your gooper.
my guess is it's not going to be ready, but it'll be ready enough. You realistically want to make your ice cream the night before. I'm going to take a bite and then you're going to take a bite.
Okay.
I think that's easier than trying to cut it in half like a psychopath. I mean, it's delicious. It's too soft. But you can fix that by having your ice cream colder. It is really good. The cookie is still soft. The ice cream is excellent. The nice part about it is the chocolateness of that cookie really comes through after the peppermint and makes it like really, really, really flavorful. So like, it's not just peppermint. You know what I mean? It's peppermint, and then the chocolate it's really good. I'm watching Denise try and figure out how to do what she's trying to do here, and that was pretty funny. Anyways, like I said, yeah, it's too soft, but it is good. Tomorrow, those are going to be excellent. And when I put the rest together later or tomorrow and let them go for a day or two frozen, they're also going to be excellent. I'm going to bring those out for Christmas, I think, and as a nice, delicious treat. Like I said, next week is December 13th, the greatest day of the year, because it's my birthday. We are going to have, I don't know, I like the idea of those mac and cheese sausage bites. We might do a couple of like appetizer things that are just like real good. And then we'll follow up again and we'll just do appetizers on the 20th as well. But we really appreciate you being here. I didn't do any science. Here we go. Peppermint has been tied to winter festivals and desserts for nearly 2 centuries. The first peppermint candy sticks appeared in the late 18th century, but the red and white striped candy canes we all know emerged in America in the early 1900s with every kitschy thing and after the industrialization. Peppermint is a confectionery flavor that surged in Victoria, England. That's fun. It was considered both a digestive aid and a fashionable winter treat. Now, peppermint does, and mints in general, do help with digestion, so you should take that. Peppermint extracts contain menthol. So it's a volatile compound, as we know, and as it numbs the cold receptors. In freezing conditions, methanol becomes less aromatic. It means that peppermint tastes milder when it's in ice cream. So that's from Harold McGee on Food and Cooking. Okay, that's it. We're all done. Like I said, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And until next time, be kind, be loyal, give grace where you can. And of course, go above and beyond if you can this season and do something nice for somebody next week. We love you very, very much. And we will see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.